Today you will be doing steps 1, 2, and 3 on your locker pockets. So step 1 says to cut 2 pieces of fabric and fusible interfacing. Okay. The first piece needs to be 5.5 inches by 4 3/4, and the second piece 5.5 by 7 3/4. So we're going to start with the first piece of our fabric. We have our fleece here ready to go. So we're going to measure 5.5. So I have my ruler here, and we're going to find 5.5 on the actual ruler. Okay, so we know it's right here. We'll set it down. Okay, so here is our 5.5. So we will make a mark so we know exactly where to measure from. Okay. And then we are going to go up 4 3/4. So we're going to measure. We have our 4 3/4 here on the ruler. Okay. So we're going to go up 4 3/4. The easiest way to do this is actually to kind of draw a line. That way we know exactly where to cut. Okay, so there's my line. And then I'm actually going to draw another line with my marker across this way. Okay, so there is going to be my first piece. So once you have your first piece measured out, you can go ahead and measure out your second one. So my second is 5.5 again on the bottom. Okay. So I'm just going to use this piece up here. So I'm going to go 5.5 over again. And I'll leave a little bit of space so I can cut. Okay. And then I am going to go up 7 3/4. Okay, I'm going to draw my line here. That way I keep it nice and straight. I'm going to draw another line here. Okay, and then I have my 2 pieces measured out. So your next step is to actually cut the fabric. So I'm going to get my scissors, cut the fabric. Okay, so after you get the fabric cut, your next step is to, and I'll finish that here in just a second, is to actually cut out your interfacing. Okay, so you're going to measure it out so it's exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to do it exactly the same way. So my first piece is 5.5 by 4 3/4. So here's my ruler. I'm going to go 5.5 and up 4 3/4. Okay, draw my line so I know exactly where to cut from. Okay, and so after I have these cut, my interfacing, since I'm measuring it out, should match perfectly with my fabric. Okay, so there's the first piece. My second piece is going to be, cut this out here. My second piece is going to be 5.5 by 7 3/4. So I'm actually going to measure the top first to make sure I have enough on this piece, which I should. So we're going to go all the way to the top to here. Over 5.5. And then I'm going to draw my line so I know exactly where to cut. Okay, so that is step number 1.